Yeah, I think the break has given us that opportunity to kind of get a bit of a breakaway and have mental freshness as well as your physical body freshness. We had 2 tough weeks of training, but they've been very enjoyable, and I think we've worked hard on certain areas where we needed to improve on, and I hope that this weekend we'll be able to showcase that those areas have certainly improved, and we're kind of heading in the right direction. Yeah, absolutely. It's great to have those two lads sign on. They're well respected amongst the playing group, and they've done an incredible job since coming, what, 2 years ago, maybe more now. This is their probably third season, and it's it's great to have some continuity within the coaching group. It's always it's never easy when there's changes within the coaching group. Getting used to new systems and stuff like that, and to be able to try keep some continuity is really important leading into next season and next 2 years. And I'm absolutely delighted that the two lads have signed on, and to be able to work with them, is great. Well, I suppose going into the lines, it's a big one for them is the way that how good and how deadly they are off unstructured attack. So working with Denis on you know once there's a turnover, about how we can get connected, and but how we can still put pressure on them, and they're happy enough to throw the ball to weight. They'll hold multiple people within the 15. That's the way they like to play. And then with Prendy, it's the breakdown. I think they're first or second within the stats of turnovers, and the amount of time they go at the breakdown. That pretty much every time someone carries, there's going to be one of their players uh, being a big threat around the breakdown. I think Pretorius and players like that who are incredibly good footballers and have low center of gravity, and they can be a real nuisance around the breakdown. Yeah, it's incredibly important. There's 4 points on offer. There's no secret where we sit in the table, but I don't know if you'd be surprised now, but we haven't actually looked at the table. We haven't actually, spoken about that at all. We've genuinely spoken about how we can put down the forms this weekend that showcases what we've worked hard on the last 2 weeks. Don't get me wrong, the Lions they're an incredible team. The way they can play off turnover ball, and I think they've really tidied up their set piece. So their structured game has improved a lot. So it's going to be a really big challenge for us. But that's an incredible curtain raiser for this block, and for what we're going to face throughout these next 8 games. That it's there's you can't dip your toe in. We have to dive straight into this incredible challenge, and I think people are really ready to step up and face that head on. And I think you'll just build on that. You'll get confidence from that, and build into the block. Yeah, I've loved it. He's brought a really good positive energy. He's I suppose describe him as a lineout nerd. He watches so many lineouts. He sees so many trends. He sees so many minute things within how you move in the line out, and to sit down and to see the effect of how a foot placement can throw off a lift or a jumper. And he really hones in on the small things, which ultimately probably become a big thing. Then if you get the small things right, everything kind of seems to look after itself. And for him to really hone in on that it's been challenging, don't get me wrong, but it's been really good. We've had some really good sessions, and we've hopefully started to we had started to in the last game. Our lineup has definitely improved, and we're just hopefully building on that, and leading on into this block. It's going to be huge for us. But having a fresh face come in and bring a new energy, it kind of galvanizes the whole forward squad. And I think people are eager to impress them. People are eager to showcase what they can do, and it brings out unbelievable competition amongst the forwards, and ultimately that drives performance.
No, not really. No. Munster's a special place to people who grew up here. So to be asked to coach Munster is an absolute honour, and to be asked to fulfil and continue on for another 2 years is really special. So I didn't have to think long or hard about it. You know, Munster is, yeah, in our eyes, the best club in the world. No, not right now. I'm concentrating on my brief as a defence coach, but no, certainly my thinking is around how I can develop and make players the best that they can be around the defensive aspect of the game. And the head coach isn't for me right now. Maybe sometime in the distant future, maybe, but right now, no. I'm very happy to be in that assistant space. Yeah, like it is. It's a big game, and I we're kind of used to playing in big games. The last few years, most weeks it's felt like big games, and certainly it has that feel. And they're a quality side. They're a really good side. They've had a great start to the season, and they've got an awful lot of threat. So they deserve an awful lot of respect. A big focus of what we've been talking about the last couple of days has been focusing on ourselves and playing with a little bit more freedom and trusting what we do well. And the last couple of weeks have been really good and really strong in terms of putting in place processes around developing the game plan, doing deep dives around aspects of that needed improvement. And I think we've had a really strong 3 weeks, and Ian Costello's done a great job in bringing that all together, getting our building, really smooth in terms of a working group. And we're really hopeful that will come out Saturday night and you'll see a big performance.